Okay, hello, welcome back to Mr. Smelly's Fragrance Reviews, and especially thanks to everyone who took part in my giveaway contest for a lifetime supply of Aventus clones. So let's find out who the lucky winner was. Here we go. So the names are in here. I'm just going to draw one randomly out there of one of my subscribers who's commented in the video. So here we go. It's him, Dave. Oh, no, he said I was going bald. No, he's not winning. No, I don't like him. We're not having him. Right, so let's find out. We'll edit that, Dave. Let's find out who the lucky winner is. Here we go. And the lucky winner is Buster Nut in Your Mum. No way. He is Buster Nut in Your Mum. May have a great troll name, but he is not winning the bloody competition. Not after the things he says. Right. Okay, guys, one more cut. This is it. There must be someone all right in here. So the winner is Stephen from New Jersey. And he says in his comment, I would love to have a lifetime supply of Aventus clones to go with my already ridiculously huge collection. Well done, Stephen. And apparently he says he's got his own channel, and why don't we watch? So, but we'll yeah, go ahead and check him out. Well done, Stephen, and thanks for entering. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Mr. Smelly's Fragrance Reviews. So today we're going to be talking about my league table. It's the final video in my league table themed series that we've had. So people have been voting for their favourite fragrance of all time, but I decided that it couldn't go on forever. So this is the last one, and I've counted the last votes, and we're going to find out the most popular fragrance. Now, just to explain first, actually, what happened was we did about 2, 3, 4 of these videos, and it was just clear that one fragrance was running away with it by so much that I decided to sort of upgrade it to the Hall of Fame and say we're going to leave that one out. And that one was, of course, this fragrance here, Creed Aventus. So Creed Aventus still really popular with a lot of people out there watching these videos. It's sort of the one that men want, it seems, more than any other fragrance, and that includes men who are really into fragrances. It's definitely crossed over to be known by a lot of men who just like to look after themselves and have just a passing interest in colognes, aftershaves or fragrances, but still in the fragrance community a lot of people really do respect this one. I've got my humble little 30ml bottle here and another 50ml decant, so I've got some experience, although I don't have the proper nice bottle with the black wrapping, but I'm happy enough with that because I've got so many clones as well, and there's some really good ones of those. So Creed Aventus, of course, is the winner, really, because it's the most popular one out there. It's a niche fragrance, it's expensive. The main note people talk about is pineapple and maybe also birchwood, but I think there's a lot more to it than that. I actually think most people, if they smell it and don't know what it is or what it's supposed to smell of, would just say it has a very fresh citrus opening, and then it has a nice masculine woodiness underneath that. So it's got really that classic freshness that people tend to want in men's fragrances, and that is popular particularly in modern fragrances, but always has been popular, really. That citrus freshness, but it's really high quality ingredients. I think the bergamot in it must be really good quality bergamot, and the way they've mixed it with the black currant and everything else. It's not just about pineapple, but there is that little bit of a pineapple note. It gives it a really kind of zingy, zesty feel, but it's not just a fresh aquatic scent. So it's that patchouli, it's the I think there's oak moss also listed as an ingredient. Some lists even have rose. So I think it's really an interesting, charming, enigmatic fragrance. Let me know what you think about Creed Aventus, because it's still the subject of much discussion. People bang on about the clones, but the real thing was the one that started it all, and you've got to give it respect. So that's the number one niche fragrance right now, but let's find out what the number one designer fragrance is. Well, first of all, I better read all the results out, hadn't I? Which I've lost the bloody piece of paper. So here were the rest of the results. I'm just going to actually narrow it down now to the top 5. It was a top 10, but at number 5 we had Valentino Uomo Intense. That was on 32 votes. At number 4, it was Creed's Green Irish Tweed on 39. Dunhill Icon actually joint third and fourth with that, so we'll call Icon in third because it's only a designer, so I guess it gets a point for being cheaper. And Dunhill Icon also on 39 votes. At number 2 was Acqua di Gio Profumo from Giorgio Armani, and that one almost won. But the ultimate winner in the end of the votes after we excluded Aventus for being too popular was Dior Sauvage, so the 2015 release from the house of Christian Dior. And this at the moment does seem, regardless of not just my poll here, clearly it is very popular with people in general. People that you talk to who are not into fragrances, a lot of them have this, or they bought it for their husband, or they know someone who's got it and they really like it. So what is it about this that it's good? It's not hugely exciting to me as someone who collects fragrances and has quite a few. But I can recognise why this is popular. It has a very fresh smell as well, but it's very different to Aventus. It's sort of soapy to me, very soapy. And it has almost a kind of shower gel theme to me. It feels a bit like a really good shower gel and or deodorant. And it's got mass appeal, I think. There's nothing much that you could really object to unless you are some kind of fragrance snob, like many of us watching and commenting on these videos perhaps are. But obviously, even more of us actually like it because it won the vote. So it's soapy, it's fresh, it's clean, it's manly, it's modern. It could be described as generic, but what does that word really mean? Well, yes, it doesn't seem to offer anything dramatically new, but yet there isn't a fragrance that smells exactly like this, apart from maybe cheaper clones that you can get. It's a bit reminiscent of Bleu de Chanel from Chanel, but I think that's got a little bit of incense, a little bit of depth in it that this hasn't got, but this has replaced that with perhaps a more sharp, fresh, and maybe even a more powerful scent, because this does have great performance, and I think that's the real thing about this one that lifts it to be such a popular scent. It has very, very strong performance. I'm not sure what it is. Is it ambroxan? There's something that they've come up with now, a modern ingredient, maybe to replace oak moss that we used to have in the old days that they can't use so much anymore, and it may be a little bit of a synthetic smell, but it really makes these scents last, and I notice it in a few other things. I think Bleu de Chanel has a bit of it, but it doesn't seem quite as strong actually as this one. But even you could argue Acqua di Gio Profumo has this kind of freshness that just seems to go on and has great performance. And this one, again, people will notice you and you will smell very fresh and clean. It doesn't have anything too thrilling to me though. So what do you think about Dior Sauvage? I respect it. I think it's about a 7 out of 10 for me. Good fragrance, and at the moment it does seem to be the most popular men's fragrance around. So that is the result of my league table. That is the final result for now. I will do some more interactive stuff. Let me know any ideas. I've done weeks of where I've worn one fragrance for a whole week that you voted for. I was thinking maybe I'll just have a signature scent that I wear all the time, every day, until anything else comes along to better it. Should I do that? Let's see what people think about how can we make things interesting and interactive. So there we have it. The two most popular fragrances according to my viewers. The niche winner is Creed Aventus and Dior Sauvage is the designer winner. Thanks to all the other fragrances who've given us so much excitement and enjoyment. We love things like Green Irish Tweed. I really love that one. Valentino Olmo Intense is a beauty, and there are so many other fragrances. So let me know, of course, it won't count towards the league. Anything else you're interested in, fragrances that you've been enjoying recently. So what's going to come along and beat these? Who's going to come up with something better? Will it be Creed's Viking? Will Dior come up with something else? Will it be Dior Dior Sauvage Sport? Parfum version, Intense version? Will one of the other companies come up with something? What do you think? Soon, we'll probably find out. Thanks very much for watching. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. Bye-bye.